How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're playing some Abzan birthing ritual. The basis of this deck is just the usual black-white shell with Felias and Overlords. But we're slashing green for specifically birthing ritual. Birthing ritual is a card where it's basically a birthing pod for 2 mana, and the advantage of birthing ritual is like A, you can like dig for overlord or specific cyber cards, and then B, like when you have like a witch enchanter or solitude in play, you can just like cash in for another solitude or another barrel overlord with a bale merc. And like this is where like your advantage just kind of just snowballs. So that's what I've liked with Birthing Ritual. I did play this deck. I went 05 on stream, and then I played a league off stream just because I felt like that 05 league was like the worst variance I've ever experienced, which is crazy. And then we went 4-1 off stream. So I'm just kind of running this 75 back just to get my data on it. I think the only change I would want to make is maybe cutting the third Prismatic Ending for a 24th land, whether that's a third Bogart Trawler or a second Gauntlet Shrine. I haven't really thought about it yet, but I just want to just get more data, just get more a better feel of the deck. So we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. Okay. I'll keep this hand. I'll get a Lush Protocol with this. Artifact land, interesting. Kind of want their land, so try to hit it off of this surveil land. Been an ephemerate. Okay, well, if we get a witch enchanter or just a land off the top, that would be great. Did find a solitude. I think I got solitude. How's it, Scissor Sage? So white source off the top would be the best draw. Sigh. Okay. Sure. I think I'll solitude it right now, just to minimize. If they have another artifact, that would suck. So. They know about the solitude, so. White source. Thank you. It'd be interesting if I do go for the solitude here. I would need to draw another white card, basically. It's probably the best card I think we can get. Oops. Dimir, sorry, I don't. My stream decker has been not working. Let me try to see. I apologize. I can just give you the deck manually though. Here you go. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of relics, that's for sure. Or a lot of 1/1s. So they're debating cracking this relic, which I wouldn't hate it if they did. I wouldn't be sad if they didn't. Honestly, just a blocker would just be nice to have, I think, at this point. Just to stabilize the battlefield. Like, hitting a Witch Enchanter off this Birthing Ritual would be pretty nice, too. So, like, in a vacuum, they probably should crack this Relic so that I don't get this Witch Enchanter back for a white card. So these do have flying. So I'm not going to attack with this Flicker Wisp. Let's see if they crack this Relic right now. So let's attack with Overlord. They don't have enough power to block the Overlord, probably. I can see Trespasser. Like the Skyclave Apparition is a card that like I think is questionable. And the Skyclave Apparition could be a Severance Piece, a Priest, Graveyard Trespasser. It could be all those things. I'm not really, firm on any of these, flex slots. I really like the Recruiter though. I think the Recruiter is a really powerful card to have to like kind of chain with Burstring Ritual. So I think it just depends on the meta, I'm sure. The Right Sunset Saboteur. Gotta look up what that card does again. People are trying this card in my Discord and Pioneer. I don't think it's that great, specifically in Pioneer. Modern would be interesting. That is fine. Attack. Get back a Witch Enchanter, which is nice. So I'll play Backstreet. Do I want to hardcast the Solitude? Oh, I'm going to Breathing Ritual it anyway, so it's actually okay. So it doesn't matter. So Breathing Ritual. So I could Skyclave the Mox Opal. Which I think I will do. So I'll get Skyclave. Exile Opal. So now when the Skyclave does, when and if it does die, they just get a 0/0. So we get a pretty beneficial play there. Saga. Okay. Okay. We are definitely in racing mode. It's a 2/3. Probably just Witch Enchanter the Saga. Birthing Ritual is doing great. I can get an Emperor Bones. I think I got an Emperor Bones. Already have the Flicker Wisp in hand. I don't have to necessarily solitude that yet, so I think I can just cast this. Destroy that. Go to end step. Birthing Ritual trigger. I think just get Solitude at this point. Solitude the Forensic, whatever that thing is. So I will do okay. Sacrifice Witch Enchanter. Get a Solitude. Solitude that dude. Birthing Ritual! It's got sick, dude! So I'm saying, it's been so hard trying to find something to make the green splash worth it, and I think we found it. Clarion Cockers and Wrath of Skies seemed like a slam dunk, as well as a Plague Engineer. So we saw a bunch of dudes that make 1/1s. Saga. So we saw Sai, and then we saw like the other one that has Warp. What's it called? Pinnacle Emissary. So they make different types of tokens, so that's where Plague Engineer could be a little bit on the weaker side, but at the same time, it's like, I think it's fine. I think Emperor Bones is like the weakest card. It's like another card that we actually never really need. What type of list are you trying to build to this stage with Sunset Saboteur? Out of curiosity. I could see like trimming a prismatic ending, maybe. Yeah, I could like see trimming a ritual and a prismatic ending. Yeah, that's just fine, I think. Okay. We need another white source for this Wrath Disguise, but I don't care about this relic. Probably just try to get a white source off this top with this. We don't have Fatal Push for Sai, which would be kind of annoying, so... So, get a Lush Portico again. Prismatic Ending. I think I would have been that. I think I have enough removal in our hand. Sure, it doesn't matter. This relic isn't as good as our opponent thinks it is, that's for sure. I don't mind Birthing Ritualing a Felia away. Okay, they played the Bauble before they played the land, so they don't have either the Emissary or the Sai. Okay, so they're just going all in. Interesting. So this Capicaneer? Sure. That is fine. Kappa Cannoneer resolves. Witch Enchanter. So we did find the... So I could wrap this board of like Opal, Bauble, Relic. I don't know how we're beating this card, though. Oh, we need a Solitude plus 4 mana. Open. My motor reset, so let me, So our out is really only Solitude. Yeah, Artist Solitude. Can't really Wrath the Skies. So we need 4 mana plus Wrath the Skies. So I could right now just Birthing Ritual and just try to hit something. I think that's better. Don't think I like any of these hits. It would only be the Plague Engineer, so I think that's fine. So I'll just defer. If I need to Wrath the Skies here, I can. This is another Kappa Cannoneer. Fuck my life. Okay. That's not good. Yep. Yep. So you basically need their card to not be an artifact, basically. I don't think there's a point in Wrathing the Skies now. Right? Yeah. I could hold up. I could Bogart Trawler and then just try to hit into something. Hold up Ephemerate. Go up to 4. Block with Felia and then go up to 5 with Solitude. And hope they still don't hit anything. We're asking for a lot, though. Any land basically kills us. It's okay. Captain Cannoneers are a pretty hard card to deal with, especially when they have 2. Pretty hard. We definitely had a hand that answers the go white stuff, and then they kept a hand that's just like turboing out Kappa Cannoneer, and that's fine. Cool. I would keep a land on top, to be honest. I think that counts, just so we can go Solitude. And if we need to exile Kappa Cannoneer, we have 4 mana for it. I would need another white card if I want to play out this Clarion Conqueror, which I hope they just don't do anything here. Saga. Okay. Okay. Shadow Spear. Sure. So I think I'll play the Thalia. So I have two options. I could Solitude Ephemerate, or I could just play the Thalia. I think I play the Thalia here. I think there's a point in getting aggressive with Solitude. Birthing Ritual is an interesting one. So I could attack, exile a drone, play Clarion Conquer. And then they can't block profitably. Exile that. Yeah. So then they can't make this for mana. Kind of awkward that I don't want to play out this birthing. I have nothing to really birthing ritual. I guess I could take out the Thalia if I really find something that I want to hit. This Cannoneer. This looks like a Cannoneer. Thought Monitor. Nice. So I think I'll attack with both of these. Exile the drone so my Clarion Conqueror can attack freely. If they want to trade Memnite against my Phelias, I think I'm okay with it. I'm basically bluffing a removal spell. That is also fine. I'll play a Bogart Trawler, and then I can next turn Birthing Ritual. They can't make a Saga token here, so they'll probably float. And holding up Ephemerate for Clarion Conqueror in case they have a removal spell for it. Grafdigger's Cage. Ephemerate that. Oculus. Okay, so this cage does stop birthing ritual. That is unfortunate. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. My sideboard card is slightly better than your sideboard card, opponent. Channel like doesn't do anything. The hand was like a whole lot of nothing. They're at a stage where we probably don't want the land. I could like Birthing Ritual Chain with the Witch Enchanter, probably. I don't think so. I think I'll bottom it. Okay. Looks like we're against some sort of Dimir plus deck. Could be Oculus, could be Grixis. Got it. Psychic Frog. That is fine. I don't want to get the Subtlety, which is why I'm doing it now. Three mana. Faithless Looting. Do they have the payoff plus Gorios? Because if they do, I'm going to be very sad. I would basically need to draw a white card here. Basically. Yeah, what a douchebag, you know? What a douchebag. We have white already. I'll flash in this fella, yeah. Probably take my Overlord here. It's pretty good Thoughtseize. They have push for my Felia. It kind of sucks to suck for me, but does Thoughtseize again or oh, that's brutal. Okay. I don't have a white card for Felia. Or for Solitude. So they could troll. Which I don't care. If they troll, they just attack for a lot. 6 plus 4 is 10. I go to 7. Because, like, I could try to spike a Skyclave Apparition. It's only 2. The Bogart Troll is pretty good though. So I'll attack. I'll try to find a Witch Enchanter off this Overlord. If they want to trade Emperor with Felia, I'm glad to take that. Which they don't. Okay, we found Skyclave and Witch Enchanter. The question is do I just Solitude now? I think I do, just because they have Overlord under Emperor. I think I may want the Skyclave apparition off the Overlord attack. So I'll just do this. Take it out. Okay. They found the Archon. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. So I need to find a white card off the top. I found a white card. We do have an Emperor Bones in our graveyard. So they'll probably flashback Faithless Looting here. Hopefully they don't have a land plus like Gorios or Persist. I may just bring back Bogart Trawler in this spot and just cast it. Psychic Frog. Is this a Psychic Frog of their own? They binned an Archon, which is scary. So if they have a Persist, then we're just dead. If they have, it sounds like a Psychic Frog, which is fine. Which is fine. I can also just Skyclave this Psychic Frog. I don't think it's necessary though. So I think I'll attack, just play Bogart Trawler. They can't jump the frog. Insulates me from getting like Archoned. So play Bogart Trawler. Goes with the graveyard. Pass. That game felt like a bunch of haymakers, just like just a bunch of haymakers. Thoughtseize and Interrupter seems okay. Thoughts on being base Selesnya? I really like Overlord of the Baelmerk, and that's kind of the main reason. I just don't see what green really draws you. Because like Fatal Push plus Overlord is a pretty big deal. Like Overlord of course is Felia, and then Fatal Push for Boros. You could in theory swap the black for the green and just have like only the Overlord for black. You could do that. I just don't know what green cards fit, if that makes sense. Like I really tried to figure out what is worth splashing green, if anything. And Birthing Ritual is a really, really, really good draw towards it. Um, but like leaning harder on green is difficult for me to assess, to be completely honest. Yeah, I saw like Aspiring Spikes version with like Ocelot Pride and Guided Souls, and I just don't want to play like a Ocelot Pride Guided Souls type deck. I think that deck is really, I think it's cool take on Birthing Ritual. I don't know if you need to splash black for it, because then you're just straight up Ocelot Pride Guided Souls with like Bright Glass Gearhulk, and like you don't necessarily need Felia plus Overlord. Like I would like Fatal Push in my deck, and I don't think that type of deck would play Fatal Push. I want a different deck. You like the Halia or whatever? I think that card's sick too. So this is an awkward balance because like I want enough removable for Psychic Frog, but not. Um, I don't even know if I even want the Aven Interrupters. I think it's just kind of like I need to draw Solitude. So the cards I boarded in were the Interrupters and the Emperor and the Interrupters and what were my 3 cards I boarded in? Oh, and the Thoughtseizes. I can see the Thoughtseizes staying. I might just board with the Interrupters. I might like trim on Pending. Next time I just like cut all the pendings. Just have my Psychic Frog removal be Fatal Push plus Skyclave Apparition. I guess there's Emperor Bones too. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's just a very different deck, and I think that's a lot more creature heavy, which is fine. I think that makes sense. Okay, I have a very reactive hand of Fatal Push plus Solitude plus Birthing Ritual. I think this hand is fine, knowing that I can Solitude something, and then like I can basically stop their Nut hand. I think it's fine. And I can stop their Psychic Frog if need be. We drew the Ephemerate, which is an excellent draw. Yeah, Starfish Shepherd seems good too. Yeah, I think that's just like a different deck. I think you're basically building a basically a right class Gearhulk deck, and I'm building a Overlord of the Belmark deck, if that makes sense. Which is fine, right? Like I think we're just diverging, and I think that's cool. So we are Flicker Wisp. Everything Ritual pass. Your thought sees me? Oh. That's fine. Play another Psychic Frog, dude. Do it. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Actually, it's not the worst. Because I could just Solitude Ephemerate. So I guess I want the land. I'm less likely to use the Flicker Wisp. I would like the Scry, I think. If I discard the Marsh Flats, if I draw a land, I can just pitch the Witch Enchanter. I think I pitched the land. And then worst case scenario, I could try to Flicker Wisp into something. I think that's fine. I drew the land, so that worked out for me. So I will pitch this. Evoke here. See if there's resolves. Ephemerate. Eat the Psychic Frog. And then hitting an Overlord would be absolute nutty here. I did not hit an Overlord. I hit a Recruit of the Guard. I don't know if I necessarily want to recruit of the guard. I think I'll pass. Because I could just like Flicker Wisp by Solitude. Yeah, I mean, I will concede that the Esper version is just flat out better. Like, I think being proactive with the Riddlers is just insane. Whereas this is a little bit more clunky. Like, the birthing rituals aren't necessarily going to do something, if that makes sense. Go into the back street. Ooh, Thoughtseize. I will not ephemerate. I'll attack. Petty Theft. Okay, I think I'm gonna Flicker Wisp my Surveil Land and then try to get a ritual hit. And then I believe I do get to stack my triggers. There's an argument to Thoughtseize there, but so I'll resolve the Surveil trigger last. This would have a spot where I would have elected a Recruiter of the Guard. And I do hit the Recruiter of the Guard. I will sacrifice this. I will get a Recruiter of the Guard. I'll get a Felia, I think. I could also just get a Emperor Bones. I could get an Emperor Bones. I think in the spot we're in right now, I think Felia is just better. Is it consign? Okay. They didn't. Okay. Okay, interesting. That's a pretty good use of a consign, I guess. Thoughtseize me. Take my Solitude. I'm scared to Thoughtseize here if they have like an Archon. Oh, man. I'm not gonna Thoughtseize. Emperor Bones. Now I want to Thoughtseize. Now I want to Thoughtseize. Sure. Do you have a big booty creature? I need a black source still. Oh. Saying I need a black source, huh? Saying I need a black source. Ooh, consign. I think I have to take the consign here. They don't have a way to discard with they don't have a way to put a creature in the graveyard, so I think I will target the Solitude. Eat it. Take that out. And then what's great about this is now I can sacrifice a Solitude this Birthing Ritual. So I will sacrifice this first on the stack for put it on the stack first so it resolves last. So basically I need any creature. So I will sacrifice the Solitude. I can get a Solitude. Is it better than Felia? I think I got this Emperor Bones. I'm looking at this Recruiter of the Guard in my graveyard. I can Recruiter it, get a white creature, and then just go ham. Oh, they're gonna try to nut here. Try to find an Archon that persisted. Stone Rain by Consign, Sag. Okay. You want a Psychic Frog. Sure. Do I care about this Psychic Frog? With this Felia that I have? I don't think so. This'll eat. Doesn't matter. This'll eat. I could get a Flicker Wisp or a Recruit of the Guard. I can get a Recruit of the Guard. Oh, I exiled the wrong thing. That's annoying. That is annoying. I wanted to get the Recruiter. Okay, well, whatever. I guess I'll get a Skyclave Apparition. Misclick does not matter, baby. Misclick does not matter. Birthday ritual, baby. Don't you just love the value? Emperor, sack the creature. This is exactly what we wanted to do. Misclick doesn't matter. Oh, I have Solitude Ephemerate. Is that good enough to keep this hand? Oh, man. And then we can Birthing Ritual. I think this hand is fine. I think I'll keep the Surveil Land open. Worst case scenario, I just get a Surveil Land and then play a Birthing Ritual in 2. Bring this to a local at some point. If you do, please let me know. Keep me updated. Okay. I'm at a point where I'm okay with Solitude in here and then just getting the Birthright Ritual train going, I think. Because, like, my hand is, like, strictly trying to do this. Like, that is what my hand is telling me to do. Because, like, if I find a, hit off this birthing ritual, like we're in a good spot. I won't. If I'm right here. Prismatic ending. And then, like, if we find an overlord, ooh, we did not find an overlord, unfortunately. Don't think I want any of these. I think I'll just pass. No, we needed to hit an overlord. That would have been great. This hand's not great versus Titan. Or this deck is not great versus Titan, unfortunately. I mean, like, this type of mid-range decks, you know, like, you're gonna suffer against those. Risen Reef. Wow. How about an untapped land for my Lush Portico? That's not what happened. I could try hit a Solitude and then hit something else and to go double Birthing Ritual. So attack first. Can't sequence it in a way where... Okay, I got a Bogart Trawler, I guess. This Lush Portico really isn't going to do anything. Because I'm going to shuffle with Birthing Ritual. Ooh, Ephemerate. I'll keep those copies in the deck. So I think the best case scenario is like Overlord into Skyclave. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll get a Flicker Wisp. Yeah. So sack this. Get a Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp, target this. Unfortunately, I don't get it until my opponent's end step, but this value's pretty good. We can just Prismatic ending the Risen Reef. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the void for sure. There is a void of the 4-drops. It's very contingent on Witch Enchanter for sure. This is a main to consign or something? That'd be crazy. Or Path to Exile. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. I'll get a Solitude. I'm gonna have to Prismatic ending this Risen Reef. Bogart Trawler tapped. Attack for 3. Attack for 3. Your Ephemerate doesn't really do anything off the rebound, so I'm okay with that. They decided to cast the Ephemerate, maybe to put in the graveyard, I guess. So it smells like an Eternal Witness maybe in their hand. Smon S-Man II. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm scared. What does that card do? So they get 2 Risen Reef triggers. I'm okay with 2 Risen Reef triggers. I think so. They're warping this, right? Yeah. Okay. So they could have Ephemerate here, which would be really annoying. Nothing for me to do about it, though. So I have two options here. I can Birthing Ritual plus Prismatic Ending, or I could just hardcast the Solitude. I think I just hardcast the Solitude. Just like Birthing Ritual next turn. Get like the first sure play in. Want him to crack this fetch. Play on Ephemerate. Sweet. Ugh. It took out my Flicker Wisp. Makes sense. Makes sense. Quantum Riddler. We're getting outgrinded. Oh, it's terrible. We are getting outgrinded. Oh. That's fine. I mean, it makes sense that we're getting outgrinded by the Quantum Riddler deck, for sure. We need a Solitude off the top. So I will white, green, black, prismatic ending you. Alright, Ritual, you do your thing. We had an Overlord, I guess. That's not nothing. The Witch Enchanters are going to be annoying with this Ephemerate, though. Yeah, I mean, they're more likely going to kill my Overlord. But I think I need to, like, get this chain going. Like, I kind of need this Birthing Ritual in play, so making him destroy my Overlord, I think, is necessary. We have 3 Overlords in the bin already. Damn it. Oh, they're a Birthing Ritual deck themselves? Fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, man, that's hilarious. I will concede after this turn, opponent. My opponent wanted it more than I did. That is for sure. They would basically like to play this basically every match. So basically our Elish Norn is gonna be pretty clutch. We need to find our Elish Norn before they do. Basically. Well, the Interrupter's good here. I don't like the prismatic endings. They're just too slow against the Risen Reef. Do I want Thoughtseize for like Ephemerate? Literally, that's it. I don't know. Maybe 2 Thoughtseize is fine. I could see Interrupters maybe, but like they're pretty like it just I don't know. That's pretty much GG. Yeah, Sadistic Sage. That one pretty hurt pretty bad. They're basically doing what we're doing, but like more pedal to the metal with the value, versus we are like trying to hedge with like the Fatal Pushes and the Emperor Bones. Like Risen Reef is wild. Risen Reef is wild. 39 viewers, y'all. Appreciate tuning, hanging out. Hope y'all are appreciating this Abzan content. I'm trying to figure out Abzan. It's been a long, like, 3 months. I feel like of me trying to figure out what the green is worth playing for, and I think Birthing Ritual is definitely close. They're trying to be more mid range. You're trying to be, yeah. That is a very good way to put it. So this age, I'm trying to be more mid range. They're trying to be more value. It's kind of like back in my day, like when they had like the Abzan mid range deck, and then they had like Little Kid Abzan, where they just like went bigger with like Wilt Lieges and like Loxodon Smiters. Sometimes like Night of the Reliquary with Gavany Township. Like I feel like this was what this matchup feels like, where it's like we like those matchups for Little Kid Abzan are like is like way more polarizing. Like their matchup against like the big mana decks and the combo decks are just like absolutely atrocious. While like this deck is a little more closer to the 50-50 mark. So I feel like, you know, against stuff like Storm, for example, like I feel like with the Thoughtseizes we just have a little bit more hedge. But then again, they have like consigns and stuff too, right? Oh, I did not submit my deck. I did not submit my deck. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Alright, well, hopefully we win game 2. Let's just say, sir, you're not the first one to want that. Yeah, Smiter used to be the shit with Liliana. Like, getting that discarded in and then, like, following it with, like, a Ravenous Baloth or whatever, that Baloth card, stings quite a bit. Their hand kind of falls apart if they just don't have Risen Reef, so I'm gonna take that. Basically need to take out their engines. Or probably Riddler here, which is fine. Kind of need a... I don't even know what I need. Oh! Is that what you want to do? Well, we need a white source off the top, and that would be great. Because them sacking this Quantum Riddler is pretty scary. Not quite. Not quite. They're thinking about subtletying this. Getting 2 triggers off this, whatever this card is, would be pretty sick. I don't think I can exile any of these. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I guess I should have exiled the Reanimator with this. I'll just do it anyway. I don't think we have time to... I think we have the Solitude here. Sure. Sure. Or the exile. What the fuck is that? A frog druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana 4 greater, draw a card and gain 1 life. What the hell? Goodness gracious. I'll top. They have a Risen Wraith in hand. Do your worst, opponent. Smell of Solitude. That white's not hitting that white source for my Sky Collaboration definitely hurts though. Look at all the subtlety. I need another land here. Attack. Exile Emperor. Push this. I just hope that they play Risen Reef here. 4, 8, 12. We have lethal. That last card needs to be Subtlety or white card plus Solitude. Wow. God damn it. Oh my god. Thing at the bottom is Solitude. That last card was double Subtlety. Man, that's brutal. They are sacking it for Subtlety. Okay. Overlord of the Bailmerk. So I could force lethal here. I could exile the Riddler. And then attack for 12. They have to block. And then hope they don't Top deck a creature. I think that's better than like them tapping with a subtlety and then trying to find something. So I will. Oh, I just have lethal. Because I can exile their subtlety. It's funny how the person that cast Birthing Ritual in both games lost. Whoever casts the Birthing Ritual loses the game. Oh, mercy. This seems like a spike list. I wouldn't be surprised. Emperor of Bones, baby. Emperor of Bones. His hand is like slow, but my opponent's tech is also slow. So I think I just keep this. I need an Overlord here. This is a Birthing Ritual. That's a Quantum, a Birthing Ritual, okay. Another Ephemerate. His hand is just like so slow on the draw. Yeah, Culling Ritual is a great cyber card. I don't know if that's better than Wrath of Skies though, if you have access to white. Okay, so they topped. I'll get a Lush Portico, I guess, with this. I'll top it Emperor Bones, I think. Right? Doesn't do anything right now. Actually, I think I'll bin. I think I need like an Overlord. I think that's the best card we can draw into. There's Subtlety, that sucks. Where's your Subtlety at? Where is your Subtlety at? Okay. It's an Ephemerate. Yeah. Okay. Well, they didn't have a Subtlety last turn. Rebound off this Ephemerate, which is brutal. They don't attack, which is good for me. Okay. So they have another subtlety. That's the real question. They have another one, then we're probably dead. Okay. I don't think they play Force. Wow. That's fine. Gonna attack for 2. We can Flicker Wisp the Recruiter. They're drawing so many cards. Oh, man. So we need them to not have Ephemerate again or Subtlety. Oh, they just warp it back. Okay. Overlord. This is like haymakers after haymakers in this match. Oh, man. I don't think we're winning this game. Yeah. We're good. We are good. Have probably equal draw quality. Their deck just beats ours. Like their deck is just does what it does better than we do. And that's fine. That's just you know, roll with the punches. This is a tough mulligan. I think I just bottom the Trawler. Yeah, I would like the third land for sure. Do I just bottom the Skyclave? We have 2 removal spells. Yeah, I think I just bottom the Skyclave. Fuck. Oh. The fuck is that? So I guess like some sort of like Eldrazi aggro-ish deck thing. Prismatic Ending seems pretty bad, isn't it? It's the same thing. Stop drawing this stuff. Stop drawing stuff. That's fair. I probably should have pending first and let the push. I could see that. I think I just wanted to surveil because my hand is just so bad. I gotta go Flicker Wisp. Let's get the value going. But I could see like just going Trawler, Prismatic Ending. I think you're probably right. This is a Kozilek's command. Okay, they bottomed, which is good for us, I guess. So Thought-Knots here. 3 mana. Fleshraker, okay. Well, I guess it's all for not kind of like a no harm, no foul type situation. Glad it was a Thought-Knot. That's true. I'm playing the Witch Enchanter because if I draw like a land, I would like to. I think I get a fillet here. They could Kozilek's command again, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 mana, 7 mana potentially. I think I have to get Solitude actually. That's fine. I'll just whichever one they don't take, which I'm assuming they'll take the Solitude. I'll just Skyclave it. What do I need? Overlord would be great. Birthing Ritual would be fine. Not a surveil land, that's for sure. So I don't have any more surveil lands left, so this will just be... What do we get off this TKS draw? That's a good one, I will say. Hit a Flicker Wisp. Love to see it. I think I'll keep this Trawler around. Oh my god, Trimple Temple. Oh god. So I should keep this fetch land around for a Fatal Push. I do have 2 left in the deck. God damn. It's another one? Another Thought Not Seer I would be okay with. Another Thought Not Seer is fine. We need to draw something here. That'd be greatly appreciated. Another fella, yeah. I think that's fine. Probably have to chump with my Recruiter, which I think is fine. Okay, they have something they want to play. Sure. That Scion is a 1/2. Or that Spawn token's a 1/2. Null Drifter. Okay, that's fine, I think. Kind of want them to attack all. They do. I'll block 1, like I mentioned. Is that flying? This has flying. Alright, Felia. I need you. Basically, it's Solitude or Bust. Solitude doesn't help me. Basically, just need a Flicker Wisp and then just pray. I could double block the Null Drifter. Okay. We can't hard cast Recruiter into Solitude anyway, so there's no point in cracking this fetch. I can chomp. I could trade my Overlord with a TKS. Just gotta hope they just have lands. I can double block Null Drifter with Flicker Wisp. Okay. Okay. Sure. We needed that push to kind of chain it off. Oh well. Plague Engineer seems good. Interrupter seems good, as well as the Teague. Skyclave seems fine. Prismatic Ending seems like the worst. Trim that. Trim a Ritual. Maybe trim a Recruiter. Maybe I keep the Recruiter, trim an Emperor Bones. I think we really saw anything that Emperor was pretty interesting for. Maybe I could trim all the Emperors for for 2 Thoughtseizes. Let's try this on the draw at least, or on the play. I mean, on the draw probably better too, but. Ephemerate off the top would be nutty. No temple's great for us. I think I want 3rd land, actually. Just to hit our land drops. Like, the best draw we would want would obviously be Ephemerate, but I think outside of that, I think 3rd land actually just be the best draw. I'll take a Skyclave. And if they don't do anything, I can just go Flicker Wisp my Overlord. Fleshraker. I think I'll still do it on my turn, probably. You ain't getting no Fleshbreaker triggers. No, 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 no. No, you will not. I would really like to slam this Teague as fast as possible. Stop the kick him in. Okay. Sorry. They don't take the Teague. Oh, I can just get a Solitude back. So... I think I just want to play Teague just to stop Close X Command. Ooh, even Interrupter. That's a good one. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. So I have 6 mana. A Smasher. Okay. So then we'll get the Interrupter back. Attack for 10. Cool. Cool. I think that's just good on the draw still too. Shan doesn't really do anything. It's on the backs of a Thoughtseize. It's on the backs of an Interrupter. Shouldn't say it doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Another land is not what we wanted to see. Yeah, we need a removal spell ASAP for that. A fatal push, and then we're like right in it though. Hi, Lily. How about a fatal push? One time. Fatal push. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of lands. How about we don't draw lands? Oh, they're gonna smash me now. Christ. I think it's still fine. If we draw a Solitude here, we are in still an okay spot. Yeah. We need Solitude or Bust here at this point. Obviously, we're at 1. Flicker Wisp. Just drew poorly. Just drew poorly. Of course. Of course. Like, I think this is a mulligan. Doesn't really do anything. That's better. We have interaction on turn 1, so nothing. I think I just bottom a Witch Enchanter, probably. You could also just see bottoming a land. I'll bottom a land. It topped. Since we drew the basic swamp, I'm gonna play Wisdom Teeth because I feel like that's just like doesn't represent Fatal Push at all. So I want them to like play a Psychic Frog if possible. Don't think I want a Bogart Trawler. Ephemerate. I think I want another Surveil. Oh. Uh-oh. Are you gonna unearth that Aki? Sure. I think I want a Felia, I guess. They're probably a counterspell. I wish I had a Solitude. That would have been great. Hopefully that Manifest token is nothing. Fuck my life. They picked the Snapcaster Mage. What did you have under this eye? I go for the throat. Okay. There's another eye. Could be a Murktide Frog. You're gonna let me get value off this Ephemerate. Is that what you're saying? Target Solitude. Counterspell. Oh man. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. In this type of matchup, I feel like I just lightly sideboard. I feel like we just outgrind them. They had 2 Oculus triggers, and like we just didn't care. I think the only card I think I just like, I feel like they have a lot of removal, so we might have trouble sticking a creature. So I think I like trim Birthing Rituals and board in like 2 Thoughtseizes. I guess even like just cutting all the rituals and just going through triple Thoughtseize. And like I'm expecting Harbinger of the Ties out of the sideboard. So like I'm gonna try to just get my basics and then call it a day. And we saw Solitude for it, so it's like it's not the end of the world either. Yeah, I think this deck, I just need to learn my mulligans. That's definitely a learning point for me. I definitely need to know how to mulligan. I think I'm going to keep this hand. We have Solitude, Ephemerate, white card, Birthing Ritual, push. Land. The real question is, are we going to surveil here? I think so. Okay. Let's see. Did they go frog? Oh. I'm gonna go Solitude Aggro. Oops. I wanted to surveil. I fucked up. I fucked that up real bad. That's embarrassing. Like I had like double solitude actually. I should have actually done that. Go all on this plan. I should have thought that about plan a little bit more. I just missequenced this pretty bad. I will look at Ophelia though. Sure. Yeah, I should have went in on the solitude plan. Okay. Okay. Hotspotting just because we want this match to finish. Graveyard Trespasser. Okay. That is fine. Attack there. I think I'll main phase this Felia. Just so they don't flip this Trespasser. And then if I need to push discard ritual, I will. Push. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to discard the birthing ritual? Or the land? Selfsel could be a counter spell. What am I ritualing for exactly? Another Overlord? Could be Emperor Bones. So, because if I see another Overlord, I think I'll want it. That's fine. Well, I don't want to like lose into a counter spell. Sure. Sure. That's fine. Take this 4. Murktide. Sure. I will get an Overlord. Which have double Overlord here. Let's go. That's a little baby Murktide. 3-2. Lost to Eldrazi. We beat Dimir, I think, twice. Or we beat Grixis, Reanimator. I think we saw the power of Birthing Ritual, and even that game where like they had a Torpor Ribbon play, just like we have a Solitude, we just like get an Overlord in play and then just like attack with it. Like it sounds simple, but like I feel like it just leans more into just getting the most value out of your deck. And I think the biggest gap in this deck is I feel like Witch Enchanter is heavily relied upon because basically Witch Enchanter chains into either Overlord or Solitude. There were times where Birthing Ritual we just like deferred the trigger. Like I think there was twice I think we deferred. But overall, like that turn where we like sacrifice the Solitude to get an Overlord, and then that turn we're gonna push the Graveyard Trespasser was pretty clutch because then they just only have a lone Murktide. We have 2 Overlords plus a Solitude. We just kind of just like we just snowball so quick. So like I don't know how to improve this deck, to be honest. I think there'd be like need to be like another like flip land that is for CMC. Because I think the green one is like Balagad Recovery, which I don't think is good. It's 3 mana. It needs to be a creature too. So it needs to be like a 3 mana flip land. That's a creature and like a land on the other side. That also you can like bolt yourself to get to put into play. But like overall, like I said, like this is just on the backs of like the black white shell. I don't think I missed Thoughtseize. Not too much in the main at least. I still think Thoughtseize is good in the board. Right, Galaxy against Eldrazi, which was pretty nice. We beat Affinity with Clarion Conqueror, which was pretty nice. I think the cards that are like pretty suspect are the 2 Aven Mind Sensors and the 2 Aven Interrupters. So basically the Avens in the sideboard. I feel like the Conquerors are great. Elish Norn, of course, is great in the mirror. Wrath the Skies won us the game. Plague Engineer I really like against Boros and Eldrazi. Galaxy and Thoughtseize are pretty locked. So like it's really just the Aven Mind Sensors and the Aven Interrupters that I'm like iffy about. Like the Mind Sensor is specifically really for tying that I want a creature for, that like stops them from searching essentially, and that this is really the only effect. And the Interrupter is just a card against combo that we can try, like against Storm, like it's really our only out. So we're not playing against Amulet or Storm, so we're not boring those cards in. But if those decks aren't apparent in the meta, like do we need to dedicate more sideboard slots? I don't really know. If there's any input on what cards we should have in the sideboard, please let me know. And that, I appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. If you like this channel or the content, please support the channel by subscribing, following me on Twitch, following me on Twitter, all the free things. So hope to catch everyone next time. Take care. Bye.